Hey kids, it's Mrs. Compton, and today we're going to look at some more addition. But this time we're going to look at properties of addition. You've probably never heard that word before, but we did it all the time in second grade, so it shouldn't be that new. All right, so let's check this out. Let's say I want to add my age and my brother's age and my mom's age all together to figure out how old we are. All right, or how many years we've lived on this earth all together. Okay, so my age is 39 years old. Wait a minute. Did I just hear somebody say that Mrs. Compton's that old? Don't you dare. Hey, I was born in the 1900s. So was your teacher, and so were your parents. Don't call us old. Okay. My brother, his name is Tommy. He is 42. He's older than me. By how many years? Okay, and then my mom's age is 61. All right, so we have all this information now, and I'm trying to figure out how many years altogether we've lived on this earth. All right, so I want you to think about, we're solving 39 plus 42 plus 61. All right, now I want you to hit pause and everybody stop and think, what strategy would you use to add these numbers? All right, hit pause. All right. I guess we've probably hit unpause. You've probably been waiting for me to talk to you again. So I'm going to guess some strategies here today. And today I'm going to guess that some of you saw this 9 and saw this 1 and thought you could make a friendly number. So I'm going to guess that some of you may have moved the 61 over. So 39 plus 61 plus 42. And maybe you decided to add the 39 and the 61 first. So see how we changed that order there? All right, I bet a lot of you probably thought about that. I'm going to put a little symbol around those two numbers. So these are called parentheses. They're just grouping symbols. This means I'm going to chunk these together first. I actually don't really need them there. They're just helping my eyeballs. All right, so 39 plus 61. Maybe some of you said, I know 9 and 1 makes a 10. And 6 plus 3 makes 9, or 6 tens plus 3 ones. Those aren't ones. 6 tens plus 3 tens makes 9 tens, otherwise known as 90. So to think about that, it's kind of like this. You put that together to make a 10, and you put that together to make a 90, and 90 plus 10 is 100. So we've got a nice friendly number right here. So if you did that, this actually brought out a nice friendly number. And then all you have left to do is add that 42. So 100 plus 42 is 142, right? All right, so I want to bring your attention back to what we did. So do you remember that you guys probably found a 9 and a 1 together, and you were like, oh, I can make a friendly there. If you moved the 61 to be next to the 39, and you did that, so this actually moved here, and this moved to the back, that is a property. Do you guys remember doing all that in like first grade and second grade, moving numbers around and finding friendlies? That is a property. So since I moved my numbers, it's called commutative. Everybody say commutative property. All right, I heard you. All right, so this is the commutative property. Okay, now, nobody knows what in the world commutative means, so let's break this down a little bit. The base word here is commute. And maybe you've heard your parents talk about their work commute, how long it takes on the 405, there's so much traffic. So commute actually means to move. So if you have the commutative property, you've actually moved numbers. All right. So that's one way to do it. let's check out another property. I'm still 39, my brother's still 42, and my mom is still 61. All right, but let's think about another way to solve. So maybe we're going to think 39 plus 42 plus 61. All right, let's see if you have another strategy. Go ahead and take your think time. Come up with another way. All right, let's see. Maybe you said, well, I'm just going to start at the beginning and go that way. And I'm going to group these two numbers first together, and then I'll just add on 61. Maybe you said that. Or maybe you were like, I'm going to add these two numbers together first, and then I'll add 39. They all work. So let's check it out. What would that look like? So if I did 39 plus 42 first, let's see, maybe you did the 30 plus the 40, or the 3 10s plus the 4 10s, and you got 7 10s, or 70. And then 9 plus 2 is 11, so we know this equals 81. And then you had 61 to add. So maybe you would have done that. And let's see, 81 plus 61, well, 8 10s plus 6 10s is 14 10s, otherwise known as 140. And then we have to add 2. So this would equal 142. Interesting. Do we get the same answer? Thankfully I did, otherwise that would have been a red flag. Okay, or maybe you would have solved it like this. 39 plus 42 plus 61. And I want to group maybe these guys together and then add that one later. I don't know. Just depends on what your strategy is. We're just kind of naming our strategies today. All right, so maybe you did, ooh, this is a nice one. We know 4 10s plus 6 10s makes 10 10s, and 10 10s makes 100. So 40 plus 60 makes 100. And then we have 3 more, so that's 103 plus 39. So I'm writing the equal sign. This line is the same as this line. You're going to see that when you get into the older grades, so let's start writing it now. All right, so let's check this out. We have 39 plus 130, or excuse me, plus 103. So maybe you added 39 plus 3 first, 39, 40, 41, 42, and then you add on the 100, so we have 142. We got 142 there, and there, and there. All with different ways of solving. Now, but the only thing is, these didn't move around. The numbers didn't move around. I just grouped them differently. See how I did the 42 and the 61 here, and the 39 and the 42 here? But the order was the same. We have a special name for that property. Are you ready for it? Okay. It is called the Associative Property. All right, everybody say associative property. 1, 2, 3, tell me. That's when the numbers don't move around, but you group them together in a different way. So, associative. Have you ever heard of, like, you're at a store and you're asking for help and they're like, 1 moment, please, we'll go get an associate to help you. Well, that's related to this word. Associate are people who work together. So in the associative property, we have numbers that are working together. So group, group. Sometimes the associative property is also called the grouping property. All right, so that's today's lesson, kids. You already knew it from 2nd grade, but now we have names to match. You can move numbers around in addition and get the same answer, or you can group numbers together differently using the associative property and still get the same answer. See you next time. Bye.